here at QBP, it's a very open environment, and that they foster a lot of growth. So in that regard, I get to take on projects that I'm really interested in. So I like the nerdy stuff, like running numbers and doing analytics and making spreadsheets and models that ultimately lead to action that management can take. So we can say, okay, this is the information that we have. If we do this investment of this amount, the probability is high that we will improve the business in this way. It's fun to see the results and see things turn out kind of like you expected. So my name is Obed Ghani, and I'm a supply chain analyst at Quality Bicycle Products. Our process starts at really forecasting what our customers will buy. And so if we take that forecast and then we pipeline our orders with vendors in Taiwan, Europe, other parts of Asia, US, and say, okay, this is what we need and when we need it, and our systems will make that recommendation. My hours are flexible as long as I get the work done, so it's kind of a results-based company. So sometimes I come in at 7, sometimes I come in at 9, depending on the day. The typical busier day of the week for me is Monday, where I come in and kind of look at everything that changed from the previous week and plug those into different databases and use that to say, okay, this is where we were, this is where we are, and this is where we should be. And then I have things that will run exceptions on it, say, okay, these are the exceptions that you should look at. We have buyers and we have planners. They have kind of just slightly different job roles. So I primarily work with those guys and the management team. And so, we're always continuing to optimize our inventory investments. So both on the dollars, space, transportation, kind of on all those fronts. So as I started here in the warehouse, I was just working in the picking, packing, and labeling area, just packing boxes, shipping out to our customers, and there was a lot of opportunity for participation in process improvement projects. We had a big project in packing that I was a part of, and was able to save like $100,000 a year. So obviously it's technical that you have to be proficient in, kind of step one, but after that it's really important to have good people skills or interpersonal skills, because you're constantly communicating with people and collaborating with people and trying to get them to change their behavior, the way that they're doing their job. You have to approach it in a way that they can receive it and understand what you're saying. And then I want to move to an analyst role, because that's really where I wanted to be. My job, particularly as it helps the environment, is really about optimization. So we're trying to reduce waste, reduce cost for transportation, storage, and also help our dealers, the independent bicycle dealers, do business as well. If we do our part in the supply chain planning and our inventory and having the right product at the right time, then the shop doesn't have to worry about carrying a lot more. A lot of companies are starting to add this position, so even though QBP is a pretty progressive company, I was the first person that was hired in as a supply chain analyst. And that's true for kind of outside of QBP as well. Now more and more colleges are offering majors in logistics and supply chain planning, which wasn't as common when I was going to school. And more companies are starting to post for these positions to ultimately optimize their operations and save costs, and also helps out the environment. Get good at the technical pieces like software applications like statistics and Excel and Access. Math is kind of important. Your next step is to really make the recommendation. That's where interpersonal skills come in. So really be good at communicating complex terminology. So it's a growing field. It's becoming a necessity because everybody's trying to reduce waste and reduce their impact, and it's good for the environment, but also it impacts the bottom line. So these positions, I think, are going to be only growing in the coming years.